Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to do a page today, and it has something to do with, what's going on right now. It is, it's a picture of my cats, and it shows that social isolation, some get it, some don't. These two down here are touching each other, where this one up here is by herself. So I just find it, you've got to be able to scrap, your situation. And I certainly want to remember this whole thing, even though this is, for all of us, is like a really bad dream. But, if we scrap it, remember it, learn from it, let's do it. Okay, so I was looking for a sketch. Of course, you know how I love sketches, and I chose this one here, and it's from Laura Whitaker. It's one of her last ones that she'd done, and she had like two on her, well, at least the last one that I printed out. And so for the background, she had this very like a grid. So I chose something kind of plain, which was this polka dot, and it's kind of a yellow here, and it goes up to a green. And then as for the other parts of it, I really like this kitty cat paper, and I just got this from the Echo Park warehouse box, and this is from Cartabella, and it's called Black Gingham because look what's on the other side. It's from Our House collection. But I really wanted the kitty cat paper, of course. And then for the layering, actually this big a banner is going to be from the kitty cat paper. And then I have some other papers that I am going to be using for the elements up here and then behind the photos. So I wanted to kind of explain it before I get started on it. And anyway, so let's just get to going on it. Okay, let's get started on this. I knew that I wanted that polka dot paper to be my background. And of course, the kitty cat paper, which I like to call it, is so pretty. And I make sure that, that I cut it down. And it's all a guessing game because with Laura's sketches, there's not dimensions, and most of them there's not. I do notice it in like card maker sketches there are, but not so much in scrapbooking. So I'm kind of guessing, and I think I do it 6x9. I think that's the size. And I decide to go ahead and do something I rarely do because usually I cut the paper or my finger, is I rough up the edges of that banner. And this paper here is what I pulled out of that smash book that I had created for my daughter. And I saved them because I really like the paper. And in fact, this green stripe as well as the pink with the butterflies on it that I am going to be using for this page, I got from that. So it was really nice using some new paper. So the new paper would be from the Echo Park warehouse box. And then from my stash is that polka dot paper. And then this is from from the smash book. For some reason, I have like a brain fart. So I decided to cut it into a tag, and because that's how it is on the sketch. But when I'm done, you're not going to be able to tell. Now, she had put a scallop here, and I'm just doing some washi tape. And I like the contrast of the colors, and I know it kind of looks like a hot mess right now, but I think it does kind of pull together once I got everything done. So one of the elements behind the photo is a frame, and I pull out this frame maker, and I'm not going to read the directions. I'm just going to do this. And I really wanted it to be like a frame where the bottom is a little bit wider than up at the top. but I have the best of intentions, but I mess it up. And since then, I have looked at the directions and I made another one, but I'm not replacing it. So at least now I know how to make it the way that I wanted to make it. Because when you see all the holes on it, there had to be, so you trim one and then you flip it over and then you trim the other corner and then you change the dimensions. Anyway, if you have one of those, I hope you guys kept the directions. I do. I tape it to the bottom and I just pull it out. But you know what? It's going to work out okay. So this is a 5-inch frame, and I'm going to use that butterfly paper. And actually, it's like notebook paper. It's really hard to tell. Actually, it's a very soft grid. But I like the edging on it, and I think I'm going to keep it, but I am not. I am going to just trim that off, and that way I have a larger, squarish rectangle. It's more of a rectangle. This is also going to go behind the photo. I'm trying to make it to be as much as the sketch as I can. It's not 100%. The frame is kind of an orangey red. And you know what? If you look at this, you're like, Tracy, those colors just don't go. Because it's got the green and the yellow polka dots. It has the pink on the kitty cats. The butterfly paper is pink, so that one kind of goes. But this frame is kind of orangey red, and then the green stripe. So anyway, I think it goes. I like the way it turned out. I love the contrast of it. I didn't want it too matchy. Now, this is the sticker sheet from the Our House that I got from Echo Park. And I'm just pulling things. If I like it, I'm pulling it. The cat up at the top left-hand corner is pink and kind of has sad face. But let me tell you that what I just put down that I keep like putting on crooked, it says warm and snuggly. Yeah, so this is all about social distancing. And so I am going to make it like a do not, a circle with a slash through it. I am going to do that. So it has a little house sticker as well. These are foam alphas. I am almost out and I'm having to, cut them apart to maximize, the usage of them. I love these alphas. It comes with a uppercase and a lowercase. Now these are actually a Christmas alpha, and I've had them I think they're my mind's eye. I've already put them away, or I would tell you. And I didn't have enough letters to spell out distancing, so I just do social distance. And the color really goes with the frame. So it's kind of I say it's like a burgundy color, almost a rust / burgundy. I don't know it's a very Christmassy kind of color. Cranberry? I don't know. Now I'm making up words. All right, so here it is. Here is my 0, and I get an arrow and I put it over it, but you can barely see it. So after I'm done with this, I end up cutting that arrow in half and I put it across, and that way you can actually see where it's like, do not, warm and snuggly. So this is a tag that I made. It is, it was some scraps that I had left over. I had made a little kit of, so I could scrap my photos from New Orleans. And I wasn't feeling very inspired to scrap a whole lot, but I looked at my scraps and I thought, I can just make some tags. I made like 4 or 5 of them, and this is one. And I used the Maggie Holmes sticker book here to help create that tag. The bow is a die that I had, and it was from the scraps, of course. And it says "So Sweet" on it. Now, what I'm putting there is I put the word together, and then above it is like a gingham banner, and then that is a peach plus sign. I'm going to add, eventually I'm going to find, there it is, a hexagon. I'm not a hexagon fan, but I really wanted black in there again because I want, black to be in each one of my clusters. So that is another banner. It has some flowers on it with a little touch of gold because there is gold in the tag that is down there by the word social. And there's some gold over here by the flower. And up at the top, I just put a gold heart. I'm going to do some journaling. And I'll just say, it says with COVID-19 all around us, we are told to have social distance of at least 6 feet apart. Some kitties get it, some don't. Same for people. Stay inside except for going to get food, groceries, or medical care. And I just put the month and the year. So of course, I'm going to get my sequins out. Love this teal color. And in this little bag that I have, it has all different sizes of sequins. I use the Distress Collage medium to glue them down. They stay put. So that's the reason why I like this. Not near as messy as, I know it sounds like it would be, but with me using my tweezers, it's not as messy as using those little micro glue dots. And here we are at the end. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Stay safe, and I will see you next time. Alrighty, bye-bye.